Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Group for this AMA session. Today we have a project called Ozone. Ozone is
Yeah,
building a cutting-edge layer 1 security blockchain that is quantum secure and quantum resistant. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome Karthik from the team. Karthik, it's a pleasure having you here, brother. If you can start out introducing yourself, talk about your team, and give us a bit of insight into your background and experience, please.
sure. Thanks for the invite, Seattle. So my name is Karthik Shaktivel. I'm the co-founder and the CTO of Ozone Chain Labs. So Ozone Chain Labs is registered in Dubai, UAE. We have offices in Dubai, Singapore, and in India. So basically, I come from a deep tech background, graduated from IIT, and working with many years with the quantum based projects. With many quantum-based research analysts and scientists. So we are a team of 30 plus who worked for the last 18 to 24 months on the deep tech called quantum technology. So we actually built a quantum resistant blockchain, which is Ozone Chain. So Ozone Chain is the world's first quantum resistant blockchain that has integrated quantum security technologies in its design. So we are the first one to achieve this great achievement. With the other blockchains, on the other hand, with using pseudo random numbers for the basic blockchain operations, generating private key hashes and digital signatures, which is always have a biggest threat from the quantum computers for the attack. And Ozone Chain, on the other hand, we use quantum random numbers from the laser source, which is a quantum random number is QRNs generated from the laser source. So we use that, and hence we prove that practically that Ozone Chain cannot even attacked by the quantum computers, and it is like more safer than the other layer one blockchains existing in the industry. So this is what we have achieved so far, and our blockchain Ozone Chain has passed many tests. NIST, we have already passed through the standards of NIST, US-based standard, which is National Institute of Science and Technology. We passed die harder test, like so many tests and certifications. And also, like we have been audited by TÜV Rheinland, that's a German-based cyber security audit firm. So this is a short description about the project and about the product what we built.
That introduction there, Karthik. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you mentioned that you have worked on many projects that's quantum based, because a lot of people listening to you right now, including myself. This is a big task that you guys are undertaking, building a blockchain that's quantum resistant. Huge task. So it seems like you have a lot of experience in this field before, so that's a great thing. Now, Karthik, apparently the whole premise about Ozone is around security and being the forefront of quantum technologies, making sure that you guys are preventing the threats. Before we begin, could you tell the audience or the listener what is quantum computing or what is quantum computer and how that could be a threat to us as far as, the blockchain or even the technology in general?
Yeah. So I hope let me give you a small introduction about quantum computers and its capabilities. So in the world right now, there are like very few quantum computers, which has been owned by big corporations like Microsoft, Google, and even US security agencies holding a quantum computer. And there are very few quantum computers even IBM is holding. So this quantum computers, they actually take very few microsecond to break any financial industry right now in the world. Let's say a banking financial system. So a quantum computer is much capable to break the entire banking financial system within few seconds. So that's the capability of a quantum computer, and it can even attack the blockchains like Bitcoin or Ethereum, or you can name any blockchain of that matter. Because like all blockchain uses pseudo random numbers for generating transactions and the hashes. So that being the case, the quantum computers are super capable to break any financial industry. So we having that on the mind, we actually wanted to build a futuristic a blockchain, which needs to be a quantum resistant blockchain. That means a blockchain which cannot be attacked by the quantum computer. So that is the prime, which motivated us to work on this project for the last 24 months. So we struggled a lot, and we come up with a prototype and a solution, and we launched the testnet early this year. And after like ongoing with all the challenges, probably we actually launched the mainnet by this year. And this is all about quantum computer and its capabilities.
That is actually a very beautiful thing to see, because the first time I heard of a quantum computer, it was years back, and I think China was actually trying to build it. And I think you're 100% correct. I think it could, if used wrong, it could be used to exploit uh, a lot of things, right? Take advantage of a lot of things, hack into system, 100%.
Right.
So apparently, you saw what the threats could be, and you guys are taking the necessary steps to prevent that and to bring that and tie it to the blockchain, which I believe that's crucial. Now, to my knowledge, we have not done an AMA with any project that's actually building a blockchain that's surrounding quantum computer to prevent
Mm-hmm.
threats. I think you guys are the first that I've done an AMA with, which now to think about it, I'm not sure it's because the technology is so new, there's just not enough experience out there yet. Uh, so for those that are listening right now, Karthik, uh, the question is, what qualified you? Could you go ahead and reiterate your experience in this field and how you guys are qualified to build something like this?
So, as I said earlier, we actually been a team, a core team from IIT alumni, has been like doing research in the quantum technologies, and this is actually much needed for the industry because like we don't have any quantum resistant blockchains currently in a layer one prototype. So this actually motivated us and induced us to build a blockchain like this. And since we already work with the quantum security technologies for a few days, it actually helped us as a team to achieve this in building a successful quantum resistant blockchain called Ozone Chain. With the After launching the mainnet, we actually wanted to go live to the public in a bigger way.
Awesome. Thank you for that there. Yeah, so to sum it up, guys, quantum computer, without getting to the technicalities of it, and if you guys want to read up the technicality, how the team is implementing this protocol, you guys can look at the white paper. It's actually very well researched and put together. Now, a lot of stuff is over my head, but overall, in general, I know what quantum computer is. To sum it up, it's a very powerful, fast computer that literally can actually hack into pretty much any type of system. Once we go mainstream with it, which I believe that it will happen sooner or later. It's like a race right now, right? So if that gets put into the wrong hands, it can get out. I mean, it get into very, very big trouble. So the team is pretty much recognizing that and trying to build a quantum resistant blockchain, which is very unique. So now let's talk about the blockchain. How is this differ from, let's say, your Ethereum? Is it an EVM? Can you speak more on that?
Yes, absolutely. We have built a EVM compatible blockchain as we have a very big DApp community, developer community based on EVM. So we wanted to be so much of user friendly, and also like being a EVM compatible blockchain, we have a huge potential of attracting billions of assets being held with the dApps to switch over, or they can integrate our Ozone Chain network into their application. So having that on mind, we completely built this in Solidity in Hyperledger Besu 2.0 with IBFT 2.0 protocol, and the consensus algorithm will be proof of authority. It's an advanced version of proof of stake. So it's absolutely EVM compatible and easy for any dApp developer working on the EVM based blockchain to build an application in Ozone Chain or to switch over or migrate from the other network to Ozone Chain network.
Interesting. Okay, so that's actually very interesting. So you guys an EVM chain, kind of like Ethereum, Avalanche, or even Binance Smart Chain and Polygon. So are you saying that for those regular Solidity developer or EVM developers, uh, they can seamlessly able to build on your chain as well, correct?
Exactly, you're right.
Okay, and you said that your protocol is proof of authority. Is that what you just said there, Karthik? And could you explain
Yes,
that
proof of
how
authority.
that works? Could you explain how that works
So
compared to, let's say, POW
sure.
or POS?
Sure. I'll explain in detail. So, proof of authority is an advanced or the matured version of proof of stake. So, it is something similar to proof of stake where we have around 20 nodes which will be in the validation process for the entire blockchain. So, the 20 in the 20 nodes, we will be like holding 4 nodes by the core team for the block in the blockchain, and the rest 16 nodes will be auctioned out to the entire community in a transparent way through a node and validator auction. So this has been scheduled by this year Q4. So we wanted to have this blockchain to be completely decentralized and transparent. All the decisions making on the ecosystem will be based on the governance model, where we will be like launching a platform, a DAO platform, and we wanted to take this completely decentralized and in a transparent way.
See, so it seems like it's very different from like mining, like POW, huh?
Yes, completely different. To be precise, even Binance Smart Chain uses the same consensus algorithm called POA, Proof of Authority, and they too have the same concept of having 20 nodes for the entire blockchain, and the 20 nodes being run by the different players. So something similar to Binance Smart Chain in that matter.
I see. I see. Okay, it's actually very interesting here because now you guys are tying quantum resistant, technology into your whole blockchain, and you're allowing people to
Right.
build on that without having the knowledge about quantum, and somehow you guys tie all that in together to prevent any type of security risk, which is actually very, very awesome that you guys. Now, are there any projects out there that you know currently that's working on the same thing, Karthik?
So far, so many projects are trying to build on the quantum-based tech, but many projects failed. So to name few big projects like Cardano, Ethereum, even Cardano's founder, Mr. Charles Hoskinson, was speaking regarding the quantum tech and its integration from 2019, from the year 2019. But they massively failed in integrating the tech in their blockchain, as millions of blocks have been mined already, and they are finding so big challenges of integration. Big projects like Cardano with billions of dollars of funding and the big tech team, they failed in integrating the quantum tech. But they keep speaking about the importance and the urgency of the quantum tech to get integrated. So that's a good part where we actually silently like working on the tech for the last 24 months, and we achieved in integrating it. And I don't think like many projects like speak or reveal that they work on the quantum tech, but they could not able to achieve and release a proper mainnet with the quantum tech integrated. So for now, we don't have any direct competitors or as of right now.
Yeah, I feel like now that I see you guys doing this, and I feel like there's definitely a sense of urgency, and it is necessary to have this quantum resistant blockchain. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you guys are, undertaking this massive task, but I think it's one of those things where, if it happens, it happens so quick, right? And that's when people are like, oh shit. we should have done something. It's one of those things, right? And
Right.
and here you guys, yeah, here you guys are doing it, right? And sometimes, that's the problem with a lot of things is that we don't realize the importance of it, or we don't understand get the sense of urgency of it until it's too late. And so I'm actually glad that you guys are able to, you guys are doing this, because I remember reading this up, and I remember for the first time I read it was, I think it was China that trying to build a computer like that, and there was an article talking about how if it was on the wrong hands, it can be massively, we can get in
Yes.
huge trouble with this computer. And I actually kind of like, I remember thinking to myself like, man, this is crazy. So here you guys are trying to do this, very early on, which is great.
Right. You're right.
Sounds good. Yeah, so I think everything else, as far as the blockchain, just kind of like any other regular blockchains, right? People are able to build dApps and just everything else that like Ethereum can do, you guys are able to do, correct?
Yes, 100%. You're right.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so the whole premise of this technology is around quantum resistant, technology. So which is a huge security measure that is the team's trying to implement here. Perfect. Now, do you
Yeah.
want to speak on any other things that we have might have missed on the security side of this before we moved on?
Yeah, we almost like covered the importance of the quantum based blockchain. So let's talk a few more things about the project and how we evolved and what are the next key important steps in getting the traction. So we can discuss further things yet.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Let's talk about what is the next step on I guess onboarding or getting mass adoption, like you say here, onto the chain.
So sure. So talking about the project more, we actually gained a community strength of close to about 200,000 plus members on the social mediums with a massive support on the tech, and also they are very interested and enthusiastic about the launch. So after gaining the big traction about the community, we actually like started incubating many projects dApps well before the launch. So far, almost 12 projects has signed to build on Ozone Chain ecosystem, and out of the 12 projects, almost four projects already launched their projects in the ecosystem, and they are currently live. The dApps are currently live. So we are here to stay for a long term with the real adaptation, and Ozone Chain will be one of the matured ecosystem with all the support things like we have our own block explorer called Ozone Scan. So right now we have a total of 30,000 plus wallet holders in the Ozone Chain ecosystem well before the launch, and there are around 65,000 transactions has already been stamped on the blockchain. So these are all very positive things to start with as a layer one project. And there are like multiple incubated projects which I was like highlighting. Like one of the project is Lobster Swap. That's the official DEX partner with Ozone Chain Network. And so well before the launching the project, so we wanted to have a big platform for the dApp developers to come and use this infrastructure for building their dApps, and that will be in a very safest environment called Ozone Chain, which is free from the attacks, cyber and the quantum attacks. So that's the achievement which we have done. So talking about the next level of progression is we wanted to bring into to the massive group of community and the audience by bringing a liquidity for the project, where we wanted to list Ozone Chain by the third week of August. So far, we have a few centralized cryptocurrency exchanges who partnered with us. So one such exchange is MEXC Global, that's the cryptocurrency exchange that comes in the tier one. And also Bitmart is another cryptocurrency exchange which is going to list Ozone Chain by 21st of August. So the listing date is final, confirmed, and we signed an agreement too for the listing. So MEXC and Bitmart are the big exchanges which is going to list Ozone Chain, and also the listing price is already fixed, which is at $0.22, which is 22 cents. So the listing is going to happen by the third week of August. So currently, Ozone Chain is a zero VC funding bootstrap project where the entire funds was raised from the retail investors from the community so far. And with the raised funds, we are progressing massively on listings, and big strategic campaigns are going to run. We are going to announce $1 million bounty campaign, and also the DApp incubating program, where the DApps which are getting launched on the Ozone Chain ecosystem will be eligible for the grants. So these are some good big initiatives which we have planned to gain more tractions, and also like hundreds of DApps we are aiming at to get built on Ozone Chain within 2023 to stamp 1 million transaction. So having that on mind, so let's talk about more about the listings. So we have confirmed listings with MEXC and Bitmart exchanges. Currently, we have a window open for the community to buy Ozone coin at our website, ozonechain.io. So users can visit our website. They can buy Ozone at a price of 20 cents, which is $0.2, which is a 10% lesser than the listing price. So, and also like currently there is a special sale which is ongoing with Gempad. That's the platform where users can buy Ozone coins through their BNB or Binance coin. And so for the participants who buy Ozone coins right now, will have a privilege and benefit uh, to gain access in all the incubating projects in Ozone Chain. They get airdrops and rewards from the incubating projects as well. So these are all the value propositions for the investor who stay with us for a long term, travel with us, and grow big with us.
Oh, those are pretty good stats there. So you mentioned that you have 12 projects are launching onto the chain, and 4 had launched already. So this is not
Right.
something that you guys are starting out or working on it. So it is live, and 4 project has launched, like Karthik just mentioned there, which is great because a lot of projects come in, a lot of chains come in. Layer 1 blockchain comes in, and they have not done anything. So that's great to hear that you guys already have projects launching on your chain already. So you guys have been
Right.
putting the work, not new. But yeah, I mean, 30,000 wallet, like you mentioned, already happening, and you guys are striving to have you say a million transaction by the end of 2023 or something like that, 24. So it looks like
Yes.
you have some great.
We are aiming to have this achievement before 2023. So when we have multiple dApps on the project, we will definitely achieve that milestone of stamping 1 million transactions.
1 million transaction. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I think the biggest chain that I've known of was the Post chain, right? That came out but they were doing like just pretty much giving a copy of every single token from different chain to Post chain. But I just heard the news that they got sued recently. So, but they don't have the security measure, quantum security measure like you guys here. I can only imagine that if there's in the future, with knowing that quantum technology is coming out, I can only imagine that if any serious project that they're launching in the blockchain would love to launch it on your chain because it's quantum proof, right? Quantum hack proof.
Right. Yes.
So so I think it's actually very important that you guys are doing what you guys are doing. Uh, you mentioned you guys already signed a contract with MEXC and Bitmart. Looks like 2 big centralized exchanges,
Right.
which is great. And that's for August. Is that correct? Is that what you said there?
Exactly. And this is not the only 2 exchanges. We also like we will be listing on multiple exchanges. To name few, like we are going to list with one of the top 3 exchanges in the world before October. So that's a good part about it.
Awesome. So, yeah, so like Gothic mentioned there, the pre-sale, the Genpact pre-sale is going on currently. It's a private sale right now, and they just launched that. They just opened that up today, I believe, and it's already at 99.9 BNB already. Looks like, are you guys trying to raise 200, or is that a soft cap?
No, the soft cap is 75 BNB, and we actually achieved the soft cap, and the sale is ongoing. So the hard cap is 200 BNB.
Okay, so that just opened up today, and they're already done 99 BNB, halfway there already, and you guys have a day and something hours left to participate. And the incentive for participating into the private sale is that you also get airdrops on future projects if you hold the tokens. Correct there, Karthik?
Yes, you're right.
That is awesome. Now, like, does that apply for every future project?
Yes, I mean, there are multiples of incubated projects which we'll be having on the Ozone Chain ecosystem, and the holders of Ozone coins will definitely get free airdrops from the incubated projects based on the contribution in the Gempad or based on their contribution in our ICO platform.
Okay, yeah. So that's a good incentive there. Not only you get it cheaper, but also you get the airdrops from future projects as well.
Right.
Okay, and you also mentioned that to for developer comes over, you guys will have $1 million bounty campaign for people that are building dApps onto your chain, correct?
Yes, that's the campaign for grants. $1 million grants will be for the dApp developers, and also a bounty program will be also introduced along with it.
I think that's a good incentive to get people on board with you guys. And of course, you guys are out there doing marketing like you guys do in AMA here. Now you mentioned that you guys been working on this project for 24 months. Is that right?
Yes, right.
Okay, so you guys been working on this project. So it's not something new.
Correct.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so it looks like, I think the project is actually everything it's going is doing correctly, is going correctly. Now, as far as the security goes, I can only imagine on the regular blockchain, right? People go to, let's say, Certic, and they go to uh, what is that? Other type of companies that do audits. Where do you guys go to get an audit like this? Of course, you have to audit the blockchain, but is there any other places that you have to go there to a audit company that
Yeah.
knows quantum technology and get an audit
Yes.
properly? How does that process work?
Yes. Yes. So the core blockchain tech has been audited by TUV Rheinland. That's a German-based audit firm, and the blockchain as such has been audited by a partner called Cyberscope. They are actually based in Europe, Greece. So they actually completely audited Ozone Chain blockchain, and they have released their certificates in their official websites, and also in our website, it is completely available for the community to review.
Okay, so the first company that you mentioned, I'm assuming that these are the quantum technology auditor. Is that correct?
Correct. You're right.
Okay. See, I don't even know anything about that, right? So, yeah, so I can only imagine that you have to get it audited at the right firm, with the people that know what they're talking about. So I mean that has nothing to do with the blockchain, obviously. Okay, so you guys had the audit and everything passed accordingly.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, good. All right. Now let's talk about the pre-sales and the private sales. How much have you guys raised to date?
So today, right now, the special sale is ongoing in Gempad platform. The soft cap is 75 BNB and the hard cap is 200 BNB. I suppose we actually we succeeded with the soft cap, and I mean close to about 90 plus BNB is being received as contribution from the community. and still there are almost like 30 hours sale which is ongoing, and we are very pretty confident and sure that the entire hard cap will be hit shortly. And a couple of days back, we had a successful private sale launched on the Pink Sale platform. The fundraising goal was $50,000, and we achieved within 30 hours of the launch in the Pink Sale platform. So this is a massive achievement which we look at. Like we raised just $100,000 from the private sale from the IDO launchpad, and we raised close to about $6.5 million in our ICO platform from the website. And we, as I mentioned, like we are zero VC funded, a bootstrap project. We don't want the crypto funds or the bigger funds participate in the investments, and later they have a possibility to dump on the retail investors. So we don't want that scenario to happen. We have carefully curated the investment strategies, and we are here to stay for a long term, and we actually wanted to progress with the help of the community and the retail support for them also to grow with us together in a bigger way.
Am I hearing correctly that you guys, so all together, you guys have raised over six something million? Is that correct?
6 million plus, correct.
Wow, that is amazing, Karthik. That is amazing. I did not know that. So
Mm-hmm.
that is actually very impressive. They raised over six something million. Wow. Okay. I did not know that. That's a big number. That's a huge number. Well,
Mm-hmm.
congratulations on that.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah, this is a massive, and I think it's actually it's a necessity for a quantum resistant blockchain. And I think, from hearing how much you guys raised, one of my worry was that you guys may not have the financial capability to carry out what you're supposed to do, right? To have enough money and to carry out, implement your plans accordingly. But it seems like 6 million. I think that's a good start for you guys.
Yes, correct.
Oh my gosh! So man, that's a lot. That's a lot of congratulations. We have not had a project company here raising that much money in a while, especially in this market condition. So that's a
Correct.
huge milestone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Now, since we're on topic, we spoke about your initiative to the $1 million bounty or grant to onboard. Do you have any other plans as far as marketing plans besides that that grant campaign? I'm pretty sure you have a
Yes.
marketer in house too, right?
Yeah, so we actually devising a bigger marketing strategy for attracting many projects on the chain, and also like reaching many dApp developers, like hosting many events around the world in the leading crypto based forums and conferences and the events as well. So we have plans to travel around the world in Q4, conduct hackathons for the developers, and we will like telling the entire world that Ozone Chain is one of the best secured blockchains which can't even attack by quantum computers. And based on this, like we will have multiple dApps and the developer community approaching us and switching over to our network. So we have a bigger plans for gaining traction and adoption from Q4 of this year after listing it on a few Taiwan exchanges first. So that is the in the cards for us.
Yeah, so it seems like you mentioned there, it seems like any existing projects able to migrate to your blockchain, no problem, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be very crucial. Now, I guess the marketing, I guess one of the marketing strategies is pretty much going out there, raise awareness to the quantum computing threats, but just scare the shit out of them, right?
Yeah.
They have no choice but to migrate over, right? I guess that could be one of the
Correct.
strategies.
Yeah.
No, but in seriousness, that this is actually an actual risk, an actual threat, right? So, I mean, if you are serious about your project, I think that's something that you have to be mindful of for sure.
Yes, right.
All right, sounds good. Let's see, what else do I have on the list here that I want to speak to you about here? Okay, we talk about security. We talked about, you mentioned about the exchanges that you guys have going on right now. The pre-sale is going on in Genpact right now. It's halfway there. You have a day and something left to participate in it. Good incentive actually. That's pretty much all I have on my list here, Catherine. Is there anything else that you want to speak on before we take some questions from the community?
Yes, let's take the questions from the community. I hope I covered everything about the core tech and the plans, the next set of plans what we have. So I think I covered everything about core things about the project. So let's open up to the community for the questions.
Perfect. Yeah. Again, guys, so the whole premise of this is the importance of the security of quantum computer and how that could be a threat. So the team here is tightening the quantum technology into the blockchain to ensure that it's pretty much nobody can hack into the system, right? And that's actually very crucial, and that's where the value is coming from. Uh, like you mentioned, Cardano and other chains have tried, but I have not seen one that is actually fully successful yet. So I think the competition is not there, and if they're the first mover, they're in the forefront of it. I think that can, I don't know, I mean that can. I think once if marketing properly, I think I think it can pick up very fast. And people start to realize how important it is, and I think the onboarding should become very easy. So with that being said, my man Mike has been keep tracking questions in the room, and he's going to come on and read some of the questions away.
Sure.
Thanks, Seattle. Appreciate that breakdown there, Karthik. All right, getting into some of these text questions here. First question, community, is one of the two key areas of your project is quantum random numbers. Is there a possibility that this aspect could be used as a tool to circumvent traditional computing security rather than as a quantum security filter?
Can you please come back again with the query, Mike, if you don't mind?
Sure. First community question is, one of the two key areas of your project is quantum random numbers. Is there a possibility that this aspect could be used as a tool to circumvent traditional computing security rather than as a quantum security filter?
Basically, QRNG is quantum random number generator, which is the first step of the quantum computing. And we actually achieved that easily. And the advanced and the matured state is the post-quantum cryptography, PQC. So that was something challenging for us. And the entire Ozone chain is based on a lattice-based cryptography, the post-quantum cryptography.
Amazing. Appreciate that, Karthik. Next community question is, as a totally innovative project, what do you think of artificial intelligence working in the quantum environment? Do you feel that AI could be a necessary tool for this entire process?
Yes, of course. Right now, AI is like getting a big, creating big revolution right now in the industry, where we could see that the Chat GPT is one of the most powerful tools, which is helpful for multiple purpose. And even the AI industry wanted moving and working towards quantum tech. It is a good sign to see the industry working on that. And if that happens real quick, then it will be a game changer, actually.
Very good. As well, it very could be. Next question is, what measures are in place to address the potential vulnerabilities or weakness in the lattice-based cryptography used by the Ozone Chain? Has there been any known attacks or exploits against this specific cryptographic approach?
Definitely not. We have been practically seen, and also like it is theoretically proven that the blockchain which uses quantum random numbers for generating the basic blockchain operations like generating transactions for digital signature and for the transaction hashes. It is absolutely not possible. The lattice based cryptography what we use, we are not possible for any exploits or any attacks of that matter. And also, like, we also integrated the PQC into our the deep node infrastructure, which is like 100% resistant from the quantum attacks.
Wow, it's amazing. Next community question is, what advantages does the utilization, this is back on the quantum random numbers here, what advantages does the utilization of quantum random numbers bring to Ozone Chain's cryptographic protocols compared to traditional pseudo-random numbers?
So the quantum random numbers, it has been generated from the laser source, from the quantum device. So we have our own quantum device called Tropos. We have installed that in a data center. So from that quantum device called Tropos, the quantum random numbers are getting generated. So these random numbers, we have integrated that with the node infrastructure. So that's the only difference with the traditional blockchain, which actually generates pseudo random numbers for the blockchain operations. So these pseudo random numbers are very much prone to the cyber and the quantum attacks, whereas quantum random numbers adds a layer of security for the blockchain, and the randomness happens from the quantum device. So that means it will be like tough and not impossible for the quantum computers to break the entropy.
Very intriguing. Okay, next question is, how does Ozone Chain establish and maintain the bidirectional quantum tunnel between nodes for encrypted communication?
This is actually a deep technical query. So it actually requires a lot of probably post the call, or even that can be referred to the white paper where we have clearly and detailed explanation on how the node tunnels has been set up on the concept based on PQC. So I'll be happy to share it to you personally through the DM about it in detail with the infographic things. And also, like, in our website, ozonechain.io, in the introduction part, there'll be like multiple concepts like explaining about how the quantum tunnels have been set up for the PQC, which is post quantum cryptography, and how it secures the network from the attack. So the infographical explanation has been detailed explanation is available in our website ozonechain.io as well.
Well, very interesting. Yeah. If you can absolutely share that to me in a DM later on, and I can share it into the main.
Sure, we'll do that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Next question is, what kind of transaction fees can we see on the Ozone Chain?
Currently, since we use proof of authority, the transaction fee is 5 GY, which is 0.0005 Ozo for one transaction, which is lesser than 1 cent. So even if there are like millions of transactions be getting stamped on the blockchain, the gas will be around 8 GY, which is 0.0008 Ozo. So the gas fees will not be a big impact, or it will not increase much. And in terms of the scalability things, Ozone Chain is very much scalable with the layer 2 blockchain as well, if it is EVM compatible. So the gas will not play an important role in the ecosystem, and it is absolutely the least gas fees on the ecosystem for the transactions, even in the future.
That's pretty good. Fractions of a penny. Amazing. Let's see. Next community question is, how does the Ozone Chain ensure the integration of quantum mechanical properties into its system truly eliminates the need for the trust in its security subsystem? Are there any independent audits or verifications to confirm the removal of trustful components and the achievement of a truly trustless?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so the entire the blockchain is based on the proof of authority, which is like 20 nodes will be run on the blockchain to completely operate. And right now, since we are in the very initial stages, we have around 4 nodes operated by the core team, and the rest 16 nodes will be auctioned out to the community in a transparent way in an auction. So altogether, the 20 nodes will be the base infrastructure for the Ozone chain to operate.
Very interesting. Okay. Now, one of the questions I like to ask every community, every project that comes in here, is from the start to finish, from when you wanted to make Ozone Chain all the way till today. Can you tell me what has been your biggest task, your biggest hurdle that you've had to overcome?
Currently, I don't say it as a challenge or a bigger task. So we actually are looking and focusing on onboarding multiple dApps, decentralized application on the ecosystem. So that actually brings in the real organic adaptation from the industry. And also we are looking for the developers, EVM based developers. We are targeting them, and we are going to announce a bigger grant program of $1 million, which I mentioned earlier. So these are the priority tasks which we are looking at right now.
Amazing. So if I were a project and I wanted to launch on the Ozone chain, what is my process to get my project onto your chain?
So yes, as a developer, even if you're a beginner or the new one if for the industry, then you can probably you can visit our website ozonechain.io. You can get inside the developer section. So that will have a detailed documentation on how to build dApps on Ozone Chain. It's a very simple process of understanding the document if you're a developer. Then probably you can approach our core community in the social mediums like Twitter or Telegram, and you can exhibit about yourself, about your team concept. And if all goes good, then Ozone Chain as a project, we will incubate you as a developer and your application. And based on the work or the achievement, probably we will provide you with the grants. And we will also completely technically assist you on building an application on Ozone Chain ecosystem.
Amazing. Okay, seems very straightforward there. Now, I'd imagine there's going to be a KYC process as well. Now, if there is, as we all know, crypto is never 100% guaranteed, right? Now, if someone wants to launch a project and initially, potentially rug their token, what type of implementations would you be giving to the community or have for the community and such?
Yes, we have a certain eligibility criteria to become an incubated project. So KYC is one of the key thing which we look at in onboarding a project on the ecosystem. As you said, there are multiple projects which is here in the industry just for the purpose of rug pull. And we don't encourage those projects and the kind of concepts, and we are more focused on the concept and also the KYC thing of the project and the team which is building and involved in the ecosystem. So these are the key things which we look at before taking a decision and announcing the incubation projects.
Very good, very good. Now, Karthik, on your roadmap, what is next for you guys? What's your very next task you're looking to complete?
To be honest, I actually need to check the roadmap because we are into multiple things right now. So we are actually doing an extensive research on QKD, which is quantum key distribution system. So that is also another big technical thing which needs to be implemented with the Ozone Chain network. I think that's the priority in the roadmap for now. So we are trying to achieve before Q4. So the entire tech team is working hard on QKD, which is quantum key distribution system. And before this year, we will have the bug bounty program, the grant program, and also the node and validator auction. So these are the key things which we plan to complete before this year or before the Q4. And also, like we will be looking to set up the quantum tunnels between the nodes before this year.
Very good, very good. I'll take just a couple more questions here, Karthik. Next question I'm going to ask is about partnerships. Do you have any currently? And if you could speak on them, who are you looking to onboard into your Ozone partnership?
Multiple dApps, which is currently in the partnership with Ozone Chain. We actually wanted to potentially explore with the dApps like MetaMask, one of the leading decentralized EVM-based wallet, Ethereum-based wallet currently. So we wanted to work with the dApps like MetaMask and making that as well quantum secured and resistant tech. So these are the kind of partnerships which we are aiming to work with the biggest user base, like millions and billions of user base, like MetaMask application.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to take just one more question here. I just lost it. 1 second. Let me get back to it here. Oh yeah, so we talked about the lattice-based cryptography earlier. His question is, can we get a little bit deeper into it? Can you further explain the concept of lattice-based cryptography and its resistance against sub-exponential and quantum threats?
So the post-quantum cryptography, which is PQC, which is integrated with the Ozone Chain, it is based on the lattice-based cryptography. So again, to explain that in a technical way, we actually need an infographic. There is an infographic documentation of explaining that. Probably like I can share you a DM with the details and technical things about it. So for now, to know more about this concept, probably I can DM with the white paper link, which will explain in detail about the functionality of and how this lattice-based cryptography is integrated with Ozone Chain, and how that makes the chain a post-quantum PQC integrated on it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to DM me that too, I'll be sure to give it over to the community once it's all there as well.
I'll do that. Yeah.
One thing
Yes,
I also
Mike.
want to remind you, Karthik, there too, is you guys will always, forever have your own thread in our announcement channel. So when I go to send you the YouTube copy, I'll be sure to give you a link to your own thread, which we encourage all projects to give us any updates. And if it's something important, you can feel free to ask us to pin it for you as well. And we look forward to the future of the quantum with you guys. It seems very amazing. You know, it got me very intrigued and interested in this whole concept here. But that's all the questions I'm going to take in the community today, brother. I'm going to kick it back to Seattle.
So sure. I also just wanted to summarize that Ozone Chain is the world's first quantum-resistant blockchain. We have launched the mainnet. We are moving towards listing it on top Tier 1 exchanges by the mid of August. So I just want the entire community to look over it and participate on the sale, which is currently happening, a special sale happening on the Gempad platform. And always you can visit our website ozonechain.io, and currently the final private round is open with the pricing of 20 cents, which is $0.2 for one Ozo, and the listing price is fixed at 22 cents. So you can visit Gempad platform. A special sale is ongoing. So I look forward for the bigger support from the community in contributing to the Ozone Chain ecosystem. We are here to stay for a long time, grow together as a team.
I love it. Great. Appreciate everything today, Karthik. And that's it for me. I'm going to kick it back to Seattle, and thank you so much.
Perfect. Yeah, sure.
All right, thanks, Mike. Very well articulated, Karthik. You know, it's to the point. I mean, the whole premise, like I said, is around quantum resistant blockchain, which I believe that is actually a necessity in the blockchain. A lot of people may not be aware of it, but it's one of those things where you cannot wait until it's too late. And I think you guys are in the forefront of it. You guys are being proactive, and you guys are, leading the way, which is it's a very beautiful thing to see. But I think the amount of money that you guys have raised, I think it reflects on your team. Congrats on that. 6 million in this market conditions, man. It's tough to do. So financially, I think you guys are doing very well. I think you guys are just trying to build communities right now, right? And I think that's important to have pre-sale and Gempad and pink sale, etc. because community is also important, and that's how, even though it's not a lot of money, but you're able to build a community, and that's why you guys here with us as well as other groups doing AMA. So I think those things are very important too.
Right.
Yeah, Karthik, man, I love it, man. I really like the project. I love the idea. I think that's very important. I think we cover pretty much everything. Now, one thing, Karthik, that we like to do is that we like to raise awareness to your Telegram room. Now it's up to you. We have 236 people listening right now, but some developer
Wonderful.
want us to send our community to your Telegram room and say something in the line of great AMA. And Mike's gonna go there, pick like a $10 win over there. Is that something that you want us to do?
Uh, I mean, in terms
There's a lot
of
of people.
opening a yes, definitely. Like all are welcome, and they can come in anytime. They can visit our Telegram channel and raise their queries. And if they wanted to know more about Ozone Chain, about the tech, about the launch and everything, we'll be happy to assist with. There is a big community already with 100,000 plus members actively on the Telegram, and also there are a few thousands of community members on the Twitter page as well. So yes, always, all time, we are welcome, and even anyone can DM me with their query or any support is required from the Ozone Chain side. Probably I'll be like responding to each and every DM and to the community all time.
Perfect. So we will pin the Telegram guys, but do not go over there and flood the room, right? Do not say anything. If you guys have more questions, you can go there and ask your questions accordingly. But we go ahead and pin the Telegram rooms if you guys want to join the room. Not financial advice, no AMAs. Here's financial advice, but I believe that this team is working on something very special, and I think it's actually very needed in the space. So with that being said, do you have last words for it, Karthik, before Mike's gonna come on and do a giveaway?
Yes, I already told about what is happening with Ozone Chain. So we want USA Crypto Group to participate on the Gempad special sale, where they get the Ozo at a lesser price. Also, they'll be eligible for the future ad drops from the incubated projects. So that's a good opportunity right now to invest with Ozone on the special sale in Gempad platform.
100%. Looks like you guys have very good initiative or incentives all around. For dApps to be built in your platform and for the private sale as well. Awesome, Karthik. Like I said, I have nothing bad to say about the project. I think you guys is on something very special and very much needed in the space. All right, so with that, guys, Mike's gonna come on and he's gonna do the giveaway. At this point, Karthik, if you want, you can go ahead and stay. If not, we'd like to give back to the listeners on here a bit. So Mike's gonna do he has some cash drawn to do the giveaway for the listeners right now.
Yeah, okay, Seattle. It was a pleasure being, the community discussing about the project. I feel really privileged and happy to discuss about with the USA Crypto Group. So, any queries or anything related to the project, please DM separately. I'll be like all time available and happy to assist with the query. So let's meet together shortly again.
Awesome, Karthik, and I look forward to hear more updates. And I'm actually, you guys going to be one of those projects. I'm going to be not only investing in it, but I think I'm going to be paying attention very closely to your project. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Seattle. Thank you so much for the other admins as well who assisted today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, Santa Claus Mike is here with his wheel. So hopefully I win again.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. It's been a little bit. I think it's kind of about 6 months, but about 2.5 years since your name was pulled first and far. So
2.5 years, one time. I love it.
maybe we'll get Johnny up on this one this time. We'll see. All right, guys. Well, as you always know, we have $20 to give away on the wheel here today. We'll shuffle it up, spin the wheel, grab our winner. Now, there's quite a few questions, some that did not get answered, but they will all be considered. I'll be going through those as well and awarding $20 there as well. Be on the lookout for the YouTube, as there'll be a $15 opportunity there once it's posted. Oak Madonna, congratulations. Win yourself $20. Amazing. That's it for the wheel, guys. Absolutely amazing attendance today. It's good to see you all, like always. And we hope to see you guys in the next one. Now, be on the lookout, like I said, for that YouTube. It's going to be a $15 opportunity there as well. And this will still be going on until tomorrow as well. The Twitter giveaway. It's $25 opportunity to win there as well. Like, retweet, drop a comment, and I'll be sure to sift through all those and choose accordingly. So thank you guys so much for coming in today for the Ozone Chain AMA. It was a very good AMA. And that's it from USA. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Peace.